Feels great. You know, I miss this place. It's almost like a second home to me. Got a lot of, fans and friends. And I always said it was almost like a family, so it feels great to be back. I think since my time here, playing for Coach Alfred, Coach Neal, Coach Miller, the whole coaching staff, they tested me mentally. So I think my talent and everything was always there. It was just the consistent, work ethic and just staying focused all the time. There were some of the things that I had troubles with. So, by the time I finished here, I got better. I excelled in those areas, and it's carrying over with me at the professional level. So I think the things that they've taught me, the life lessons that I've learned here, have helped me a lot since I've been in the league. Oh, it was the funnest time of my life. A lot of great memories. I think about it all the time. We made history here. I can say that I was part of the winningest team ever at University of New Mexico, and I have a ring. So those are memories that I can hold on to forever. I mean, ever since I've got here, I've always said that we had the most loyal and just the best fans in America. So, I don't know where I'd be mentally without our Lobo fans. The thing about the Lobo fans is they really have like a feel for the game. They have IQ, they know what's going on. They know when to, get into it, to help us get stops. And I mean, it was games where they carried us, they willed us to victories. I remember the Creighton game, where if they weren't there, we probably would have lost that game. I was updated with everything. Darius Gary called me before and after every game, so I had no choice but to watch, because he always asks what he did wrong, what he did right. So not only that is, like I said, it's a family, and I'm a fan. I'll always be a fan for the Lobos, and I'll always watch the games. And I was hurt all year, so I watched a lot of basketball. So I was able to follow them throughout the whole year, and I mean, they got a lot of good talent coming back, so I think they'll be pretty good next year. I'm really interested to see how Jamal is going to play in his junior year, because I've known Jamal for some time now, and he's like a little brother to me. And his freshman year, he had some glimpses of what he can do, and last year when Darius went down, he played really well in NIT. So I'm kind of anxious to see how Jamal is going to take on the challenge, and his role is going to expand this year. So I'm anxious to see how Jamal is going to do, and how Phil, Drew, AJ, how those guys are going to, now they have to be leaders. They can't be the guys that follow everyone else. They have to be leaders. So I want to see how that turns out for them this year. I can tell y'all, but words really can't describe how I felt to finally get my name called, especially after everything I've been through to get where I was. So that was just, I mean, it was a blessing, to be honest, from God. And I'm still kind of like shocked that I'm in the NBA and that my name got called. And as far as the draft workouts and stuff, that was probably the hardest thing I ever been through in my life, because people don't realize what you go through. You have to work out for X amount of teams, and when you do that, you're going from city to city, and it doesn't matter what time you get in. You can get in at 3 in the morning, work out at 8. There's no excuse at the NBA level. So, it was tough. That was the hardest thing I ever did, but at the same time, I knew that you only get to do it once. So I enjoyed it, and if I can do it all over again, I would. It was just so fun, like just going through the draft and working out for NBA teams. They give you like the NBA gear and stuff. It was surreal. So I had a good time doing it. For me, basketball is taking me places and having me do things that I've never dreamed about doing. I mean, I never thought I'd go to Hawaii, and we played there when I played in New Mexico. And along the way, I've learned a lot of life lessons. And the main, teacher that I've learned from this game of basketball is, you always got to believe in yourself, and you always got to keep faith in God. And if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. And anything is possible. Like, I wasn't supposed to play in the NBA, but I believe that I was an NBA player. I put in the work to get where I was, and I listened. I made a lot of changes. I made a lot of mistakes along the way, and I made a lot of changes that helped me mature and become a better basketball player. So I think the main, teacher that I've learned really is you gotta believe in yourself, because you know, in this game, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will.